Hello everyone to the first Vizzy Contest on Simple Rockets 2. As you can see, it's about efficient ascent and orbit, fuel-wise, fuel consumption-wise. So this contest is two parts. Part 1, highest lateral speed at 50 km above sea level with the least fuel consumption. This part is aimed to find the best program for ascent, because in ascent the first part you want to clear from the thick atmosphere, but you don't want to go up vertically. You need lateral speed to reduce your gravity. So this is the first part, and the most focus is on this part. The second part is the least fuel consumption from that point of 58 km until 100 km orbit, with maximum of 2 km difference between the apoapsis and periapsis. So I know some people can do better than that, but I just wanted to make a wide margin, because honestly I believe that the most difference will be in part 1, not in part 2. So the classifications of winner is as follows. Winner number 1 is the least fuel consumption for one rocket in part 1 of the contest. Now that brings me of the very important part. The contests, it's 3 rockets that I made. They are all built almost the same size, 2 stages. The basic difference between the 3 rockets is the TWR, or thrust to weight ratio. There's a red rocket. Let me show you here. This one has 1.5 TWR, 2 TWR, 2.5 TWR. So you will just download this craft, and you'll start programming just any one of them, and then put the program in all the capsules. So the least fuel consumption for one rocket of the 3 in part 1 of the contest. The second winner is the least average fuel consumption of all 3 rockets in part 1 of the contest, using the same program. So for this part winner number 2, you're having one program, using it with the 3 rockets, and this is aimed to test how your program is flexible and can cover a wider range of rockets. Now winner number 3 is the least fuel consumption for one rocket from 58 kilometers until orbit is complete. Now I put a basic program in this rocket, in the red one here. This is basically for evaluating your performance. So when you open it, you will find this on start your program here, but there will be another program running right here. I call it the evaluation. So until if the altitude is more than 58 kilometers, this cycle is going to break, and this cycle is basically calculating the fuel in for part 1 of the contest. And if you reach the 58, or if you started the second stage, then you'll move to part 2 of the contest, which is calculating the fuel for from 58 kilometers until the orbit is completed. Here the orbit, apoapsis plus periapsis, that's 200 kilometers, and at the same time the difference should be less than 2000 meters. And at the end, there will always be a display of P1B, that's the amount of fuel for part 1 consumed, the lateral velocity, and P2, amount of fuel for part 2. Then when you finish part 1 score, basically dividing the lateral velocity by the fuel consumed, it will be a fraction. The higher that fraction is, the better you are. And for part 2, fuel consumed to orbit, it will just be a number. The less the number, this number is the better. So I'll leave a link in this video for the crafts, and I put it on the forums. And basically, I'm uploading 3 things: a forum and this video and the craft, and I'll leave link to everyone in the other one. Do your best. Everyone is a winner in this. If you're the best, then you are the best. And if you were not the best, you are going to gain something by learning from the best and maybe surpass him one day. So thank you all for watching.